Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to There Will Be Trivia Singles League. This is going to be an interesting one because we have two really close friends and then a third guy in this match. So I'm definitely going to see if they're going to tag team him, if they're going to Eiffel Tower him, or if they're all just going to battle royale it. I'm really curious to see how that's going to go. John, what are your thoughts on this match today?
I'm just interested. It's good to see Brandon not in the bushes. It's good to see him in his house as usual. It's good to have him in the league. He's a last-minute replacement. Most people don't know that, but he was our first alternate, and he got in the door, which means all of you, don't give up hope. Somebody could flake at any moment, and you could be the next one up, and there will be trivia.
No, there's no hope, guys. The season is definitely locked now for the first set of matches. Because if anyone flakes, then I'm just gonna stab them in the face. So this is gonna be interesting. I am happy that Brandon's gonna join us because he hit me up the last minute. Like literally, we got bombarded, which is ironic because I was formally canceled. So the fact that we had 36 people sign up this quickly was really shocking. But so he was number 37. We had just a no call no show, and we're very strict bosses here. So no call no show, you're fired. So it's gonna be interesting though. So with that said, let's go ahead and introduce them one at a time. Starting off with Aaron. Aaron, you ready to debate?
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't know getting stabbed in the face was a possibility, so it's a good thing I showed up to this shit.
You know what I mean? Here's my thing. You instill fear in them, and then they'll just do exactly what you want. No issues there. You know what I mean? It's not that big of a deal. Yikes. Trivia, you ready to show what you got? Because I know it's one of those things where you're the type of guy where you just nonchalantly like, I suck at everything. And then all of a sudden, boom, title contention and debate. Oh, shit, you actually know some things for a 21-year-old in trivia.
When does this air? Is that a spoiler? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it'll air soon. I edit quickly. So, what are your thoughts on this match? Your opponents, you know them, don't know them? Doesn't matter, you're going to do your thing or what?
I don't know Brandon. Nice to meet you. I'm going to guess based on last name that you are related to a Will of Cohen, and I do know him. So nice to meet you. And Kevin, I definitely know. So yeah, let's see how this goes.
Yeah, and speaking of Kevin, we're gonna go to Brandon next. Brandon, let's break the news right now so we can let everyone be happy. You are not related to Will, so that's why
I'm not. He's like a Yoda to me. He's like a great grandfather because he's so much older than me.
He's old as shit, and he lives in Utah. That sucks. How do you feel about this match? You last minute replacement. You ready?
That's where I shine. I'm always in the bushes, so always ready to come out and
aim for the bushes. That's what we need to do. Aim for the bushes. You picked up. Not a general strength, but like a sub general. So it's one of those things. Is it just one of those things that you feel personally you have mastered, or you just have interest in it? And it's like, hey, let's see what happens.
I've always been the sports guy. It feels like in this scene. So whenever there's a sports question, I feel like I always shine there. Didn't have the most time, like being able to fine tune it, pick like because 6 movies or whatever I could to tune it down. So I picked something I'm just good at.
There you go. Well, I'm excited to see what you do, and let's go ahead and talk to Kevin. I don't know if you're trying to look like Jay right now, but it's really creepy. Kevin, how do you feel?
I feel like Jay. I'm a little drunk. I'm a little stoned. So
there's so much less laundry in that room.
There is.
Yeah,
that is true. And I don't have a giant bottle of alcohol. So. But anyway.
This is Jay drinking a bottle of alcohol. Just in his face.
I'm just looking forward to playing trivia, and looking forward to playing against Aaron. I don't get to play against him much. We're usually on the desk with each other, so and reading questions with each other. So it'll be fun to play against each other, and then looking forward to playing against. The other guy, Brandon. I forgot his name for a second. I'm sorry.
That's even funnier. You called him the other guy because we're doing this whole bushes bit right now. So the fact that you accidentally called him the other guy and it just kind of worked perfectly is awesome. But I'm excited to see this match, and let's go ahead and hear the rules of round 1. As always, I'm gonna go ahead and take the odds. You take the evens.
Sounds good.
All right. Question 1 in the category of movie release dates. Aaron's strength. What year saw the release of Speed Racer? Speaking of Speed Racer, would you be quick to your board on this one? Yes or no, John?
I know this one, I would say. Sure. I'd Racer X the crap out of this one.
Well, I'm going to click a 5 count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I felt bad because he went back to his board. Let's start with Aaron.
2008.
Brandon.
2005.
And Kevin.
I went way back in time to 1990.
Okay. One of you is right. One of you is close. One of you showed up to play for the first question. 2008 is correct.
Your second question is going to come in the realm of action-adventure. What film centers around a bicycle courier tasked to deliver an envelope while being pursued by a corrupt police officer? Man, I sounded drunk.
I was going to say, it definitely sounded like you were the one drinking after the reading of that question. Jesus.
Can I get a repeat of it?
You can get one, definitely, because I forgot how to speak English. Here we go again. I am older than everybody. What film centers around a bicycle courier tasked to deliver an envelope while being pursued by a corrupt police officer? There we go. That's how you do it, kids. Diction.
It sounds so much better when you actually pronounce all the words right.
It's great, right?
I follow this guy on YouTube, Cody Leach, and he's randomly been saying Hulu lately, but he pronounced it Hulu, and it really pisses me off. It really pisses me off every time he's like, yeah, you can go ahead and watch this. You can watch this on Hulu. I'm like, oh my God, 5, 4, 3. I love his videos, but I don't like the way he says Hulu. 2 and 1, pens down. We're going to start with Brandon.
Could not. I can't.
Kevin.
I started writing for the transporter, but I know it's wrong.
And Aaron.
I thought of the right movie. I wrote Premium Rush.
You did. Premium Rush is correct.
We're gonna get used to that. I'm gonna let you announce the right answers when it's your question.
I'll just sit here in silence, like Henry's gonna say something. All right, I guess I'll just say it's right.
Question number 3 in the category of international cinema. That's Will Cohen looking down on all you uncultured swines. Brotherhood of the Wolf comes from what country?
You should tell him the real title and give it away.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Only because it's not in the doc and I don't know it.
I know. This is in my strength.
Yikes. That's fair. So if you know John, he just gave you a hint. 5,
True.
4, 3, 2, 1. Clearly no one knows John because they didn't erase their answer and go to it. Let's start with Kevin.
You're saying
Kevin.
Yeah. Iceland.
Aaron.
Yeah, we're in the same ballpark of the world. I said Norway.
And Brandon.
I went close to them. I went South Korea.
Why do you think I speak with this ridiculous accent? France.
Le Pac de Loup. Le Pac de Loup. Brotherhood of the Wolf.
Oh, yeah, that would have given it away.
Yeah.
I'm a great horror guy, but I don't know.
Yeah, one of my strengths is 21st century French horror. Strap in. Your fourth question comes in sports comedies, which is Brandon's strength. In Major League, what league was Jake Taylor playing at in the beginning of the film before he was signed by the Cleveland Indians?
I didn't rewatch the film, so initially Will wrote hired by the Cleveland Indians, and I was like, I just don't feel right about that. So I switched it to signed.
They are independent contractors, aren't they?
They work specifically on the Death Star, and that's why Return of the Jedi is better than Empire. 5, 4. That's a Clerks joke for you guys. 2, 1. Pens down. We're gonna bounce back over to Aaron.
Baseball, single A. That's a league.
It's technically a league, not the one we're looking for. Brandon.
Mexican League.
Kevin.
It said the Sunshine League.
Brandon's on the board. Mexican League is correct.
Your fifth question in the category of musicals.
Oh, we'll read these.
Yeah, facts. Strap in for a 3-1 game. In Hedwig and the Angry Inch, what country was Hedwig born in?
So many country questions. Get your globes out, kids.
And to think I yelled at you for name this song.
It's a fantastic song. You will not hear that question later, by the way.
You will not. So that's why I didn't feel bad saying that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brandon.
So Germany.
Kevin.
Canada, A.
And Aaron.
England?
It is Germany. I couldn't remember who was supposed to say it on that, so I kind of...
That was your turn.
Yeah, well...
Your sixth question is becoming Kevin's strength of Star Wars. In Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, what is the name of the bounty hunter whose DNA was used to create the clone army? Everyone's straight to their boards on that one.
Yeah, freaking nerds.
Even I knew the answer. Even I knew the answer to this one, and I haven't even seen this movie. It's ridiculous.
It's like Will's like, hey, I'm gonna ask something impossible or real easy. 5, 4. That's the thing we do. We roast Will because he can never show up to the recordings of these, so we just got to tease him.
I hate that guy.
Your great grandpa. 5, 4.
I'm sorry, I thought you were related.
3, 2, 1.
Basically.
Kevin.
Jango Fett.
Uh-oh, someone's on the board. Spoiler alert. Aaron.
I almost wrote Boba, Jango Fett.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Django Unchained. And Brandon.
The D is silent. Jango Fett.
It's so silent you didn't write it. That is correct. Django Fett. In your seventh question, crime. In Casino, who plays con artist Lester Diamond? John, do you think he shines bright like a diamond?
Every single time he's on screen, and every single time he's in any sort of media, you know this guy shines.
Now the question for the competitors, was that a hint of him being super famous, or was that just the joke you went with? We'll find out in 5.
It's definitely the joke I went with.
4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to start with A wrong.
I couldn't remember which one. I wrote Robert De Niro.
He would have been the star. Brandon.
But Don Rickles.
He was also in the movie. And Kevin.
Ray Liotta.
I don't remember him being in the movie. We were actually looking for James Woods.
And his Twitter is fire.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Your eighth question comes in the category of sci-fi and fantasy. What 2010 sci-fi film features futuristic assassins and a crime kingpin named the Rainmaker?
Not directed by Francis Ford Coppola.
True.
Rainmaker's a previous match we had. That movie was asked, and that question was like, those guys were like, I don't know.
And we love ourselves some John Grisham in this group.
5, 4, 3.
Names will repeat.
All right, there's your first one.
Yes, you can. The question comes in sci-fi and fantasy. What 2010 sci-fi film features futuristic assassins and a crime kingpin called the Rainmaker?
And just a reminder to the competitors, if you want to do a time extension, not specifically a repeat, just so you can think in silence, you're more than welcome. Or if you actually want to hear it again, either way, whichever you prefer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to start with Brandon.
Jupiter Ascending.
Kevin.
I couldn't pull anything.
And Aaron.
Looper.
One of you is correct, and it is Aaron. Looper is correct.
All right.
Oh, that makes so much more sense than what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was poor.
All right. Our final category, because no perfect rounds, directors. How many films did Kevin Smith direct in the 90s?
I like that we inadvertently gave hints throughout the entire first round. Other questions?
You know, it's just how we roll.
Yeah, you know. If you're paying attention, you get some points.
It's like those things when I purposely screw up in matches, and I'm like, just for the comments. Let's get some engagement. 5.
Get in the comments.
4, 3, 2, 1. Kevin.
I went with 2.
Aaron.
4.
And Brandon.
No, it was 3.
One of you is correct. It is 4. So with that said, after round 1, Aaron takes a 5-3-1 lead. Does that sound right, John?
That is exactly what I have.
All right. So behind the scenes, we're going to figure out who's going to go first, second, and third. But for now, let's hear the rules for round 2. All right, Kevin, we're going to start with you.
All right.
Your first spin. You land on sports comedies. Would you like to stick with that or re-spin?
Let's respin.
All right. He's like, Brandon, if you're going to hear question of your strength, you're going to spin it yourself. Kevin, you are stuck with movie release dates, which it's interesting. Yeah, after that 1990 answer earlier, I'm definitely curious to see how this is going to go. Let's see how you do,
Kevin.
In movie release dates.
Yes, sir.
Okay, your first question. Nicolas Cage, Laura Dern, and Willem Dafoe star together in Wild at Heart. Released in what year?
1995.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 2-point steal. Aaron and Brandon right on the board, and we'll give you about 10 seconds to do so. I'll count you down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll go to Aaron first.
I went with 1991.
And Brandon?
With 93.
Unfortunately, Kevin should have stuck with his original guess of 1990 because that was correct.
No, I knew it was in the 90s. Oh, yeah.
Your second question. The Emperor's New Groove heard the voice talents of David Spade and John Goodman. In what year?
$2,000.
Correct for 2 points.
Obviously, you got that one right, but just a reminder, you do have multiple choice. Just,
Yeah,
just
I got you.
I know, just making sure. I know you got that right, but I'm happy that you got it.
Yeah, you have to go total kamikaze. Edward Zwick directed Denzel Washington in Courage Under Fire. In what year?
Let's go multiple choice with that one.
Your multiple choice answers are A, 1993, B, 1994, C, 1995, or D, 1996.
Go with D, 1996.
That's good for 1 more point.
Yes.
Your final question. In movie release dates, Michael Keaton played the title character in Mr. Mom. In what year?
Give me multiple choice.
Multiple choice answers are A, 1980, B, 1981, C, 1982, or D, 1983.
Damn it. Not my gut instinct, so I'm going to go with 1982.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, 1980, B, 1981, C, 1982, or D, 1983? Since you're starting, I think you're all locked in. If you want to write a letter, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll go to Brandon first this time.
83.
And Aaron?
Also said 83.
Those are good for 1-point steals. Next, we'll go spin the wheel for Brandon.
All right. Kevin's able to get some points in a category he wasn't completely happy with, so I definitely dig that. Aaron up 6 to 4 to 4 as we go into Brandon's spin. All right, Brandon, here's your first spin. Dun dun dun.
Sure.
And John, I'll let you take this one too because you did write this one.
In sports comedies, your first question. During the final hole played in Happy Gilmore, what falls onto the green, obstructing Happy's putt?
It's the camera tower.
That is correct for 2 points.
All right, Brandon, your second question in sports comedies. Who directed Basketball?
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Trey Parker, B, John Landis, C, Troy Miller, or D, David Zucker?
D.
That is correct for a point. Your third question. What 1990 sports comedy features Rodney Dangerfield as a coach of a girls' soccer team? And Brandon, if you can just have both up.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw it. There. It was behind the mic. All right. Is it A, Queen Bees, B. Ladybugs. C. Tigresses. Or D. Lionesses.
B. Ladybugs.
The only real title of all those. Appreciate it.
Come on.
And your final question in sports comedies. What Winter Olympic event is the focus of Eddie the Eagle?
Ski jumping.
For 2 points. All right. So, Brandon was able to back up most of the point that he likes sports comedies. So shout out to him. And now we are going to jump over to Aaron for his spin. All right, Aaron, your first spin. Aaron's choice. This is going to be interesting because your strength has already been used.
You know what? Just because it's the weirdest category on here, I'm going to go with non-family movies with puppets. Just
all
for
right.
fun.
Hey, Aaron, send me that clip so I can put it on right now. It involves dildos and the Muppets.
I got you.
All right. Your first question in non-family movies involving puppets. What natural phenomenon occurs as Seymour visits the Chinese flower shop in Little Shop of Horrors?
I'm going to go multiple choice because they're both already writing.
All right. Your multiple choice answers are A, a meteor shower, B, chain lightning, C, an earthquake, or D, a solar eclipse.
An earthquake?
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal. Your answers again are A, meteor shower, B, chain lightning, C, earthquake, or D, solar eclipse. And we'll go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brandon.
D.
And Kevin.
It's a meteor shower.
Only Brandon is correct. It is a total eclipse of the sun. Yes.
Means my answer.
Number 2. Who directed 1978's Magic?
Well, this is going well so far. Multiple choice.
Is it A, Richard Attenborough, B, David Lean, C, Terry Gilliam, or D, Patrick Garland?
D.
That is incorrect. Choices again for everybody else are A, Richard Attenborough, B, David Lean, C, Terry Gilliam, or D, Patrick Garland. And again, we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start with Kevin this time.
Terry Gilliam.
And Brandon.
It was C.
Both incorrect. Looking for Richard Attenborough.
Some might call him Sir Richard Attenborough.
Sir Richard Attenborough. Your third question. The majority of the scenes in Meet the Feebles take place in what type of location?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Multiple choice.
Is it A, a haunted house, B, a theater, C, a restaurant, or D, a carnival?
Can I repeat those?
Sure. A, haunted house, B, theater, C, restaurant, or D, carnival?
B.
That is correct for a point. And your final question. Who plays Captain Tom Everett, the mercenary hired to disrupt Jack Hartoonian's plans in Caddyshack 2?
Extra sports comedy.
Can I have you repeat the question?
Sure. Who plays Captain Tom Everett, the mercenary hired to disrupt Jack Hartoonian's plans in Caddyshack 2?
I don't think I know it. Multiple choice.
Okay. Is it A, Chevy Chase, B, Randy Quaid, C, Dan Aykroyd, or D, Daniel Stern?
Is it Daniel Stern?
That is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, Chevy Chase, B, Randy Quaid, C, Dan Aykroyd, or D, Daniel Stern? I'm going to give you guys 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're back over to Brandon.
Dan Aykroyd.
And Kevin.
Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd is correct.
All right. So after an
Can we retake that?
What was that?
What was that?
Can we retake that whole thing? Can we just know?
In the multiverse, in the multiverse, you got release dates from POS, and POS got Star Wars. All right. So after round 2, Brandon takes a 12-point lead to Aaron's 7 to Kevin's 5. So we're gonna go into everyone's strengths after we hear the rules for round 3. All right, so we're going to start with Kevin. Your category is Star Wars. I'll take these. Kevin, for 2 points. What is Jon Favreau's character's name in Solo? Five, 4, 3, 2. All right. For 2 points, what is Jon Favreau's character's name in Solo? We'll accept first or both names. You know, we're not crazy. And you have 1 repeater time extension remaining. Five, 4, 3, 2.
I really can't remember.
1.
I'm going to say my other repeat, but
unfortunately, that is incorrect. We were looking for Rio Durant. Rio Durant. So you have a possibility of 8 points remaining, so you still have a chance to diminish a TKO from Brandon. Your 3-pointer. What is Finn's full Stormtrooper name and number?
FN 2180.
We were looking for FN 2187.
Oh my God, I'm an idiot.
So with that said, we are still going to ask you your 5-pointer to stop Aaron from getting a TKO.
Right.
So Kevin, opportunity to redeem yourself for 5 points. What does Darth Vader say after he takes Han's blaster in Lando's dining room?
Will you repeat the question one more time?
That is your final one. What does Darth Vader say immediately after he takes Han's blaster in Lando's dining room in The Empire Strikes Back? Sorry, I guess I didn't clarify that.
Will you please join us?
We will accept that for 5 points to stop Aaron from getting a TKO. So we are going to bounce over to Aaron. And I'll read these two.
Okay.
Aaron, you need 5 points total to stop your TKO from Brandon. Your first one for 2 points. What year did Arnold Schwarzenegger fight the Predator?
1987.
For 2 points. For 3 points to tie Brandon. What year saw the release of a movie from Texas Chainsaw, Pirates of the Caribbean, and the Terminator franchises? You have 2 repeats or time extensions remaining.
2003.
Didn't need it. That is correct. All right, well, we're going to bounce over to Brandon. His 2-pointer.
All right, Brandon, your 2-pointer in sports comedies. Who plays the titular character in The Ringer?
Johnny Knoxville.
That is correct for 2 points.
All right, so we are going to go back to Aaron for his 5-pointer. If he hits this, he forces Brandon to finish out his questions. If he misses it, Brandon will win with a 1-point finish, or with a 2-point first place finish and a TKO over Kevin. Aaron, are you ready?
As I'll ever be.
For 5 points. What year did we see film debuts from the directors Rob Reiner and the Cohen brothers?
Repeat the question.
You have 1 remaining. What year did we see film debuts from the directors Rob Reiner and the Cohen brothers?
$1984.
For 5 points.
Great job, dude.
All right, Brandon. If you hit your 3, you'll tie it up. If you miss your 3, you'll have to hit your 5.
All right, your 3-pointer in sports comedies. What derogatory nickname is wide receiver Featherstone given after repeated failures to catch the ball in necessary roughness?
I'm gonna say stone hands.
And you tie the game. That is correct.
Holy cow.
What a
All right, we are in a predicament where if Brandon hits his 5-pointer, he will take the first place finish. If Brandon misses his 5-pointer, he and Aaron will go to the second overtime of the new There Will Be Trivia Singles League.
Okay. Brandon, your 5-point question in sports comedies. In Blades of Glory, what does Fairchild throw onto the ice to attempt to trip up Jimmy and Chaz?
Five, 4,
Repeat the question.
3.
Okay. In Blades of Glory, what does Fairchild throw onto the ice to attempt to trip up Jimmy and Chaz?
He has 2 remaining, right, John?
That's correct.
I'm gonna say a fish.
That is incorrect. Unfortunately, we're looking for the pearls from her pearl necklace.
So we are going to be going to overtime. So let's figure out what we're going to do behind the scenes, and we'll jump into overtime right now. All right, gentlemen. So we are going to start with the overtime segment right now. John, hit them with their first question.
Your first question in Sudden Death. What film features performances from John Cusack, Alan Arkin, and Seth Greene? We'll go to our first overtime question in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Aaron?
Pure guess. Point Gross Blank.
And Brandon?
But gross point blank.
Both incorrect. We're looking for America's Sweethearts.
All right.
That would have
So
gone so badly.
yeah, that would have been rough. Gentlemen, the second question. What is the name of the band who is the main focus in Rockstar?
You get any repeats in this one?
Yeah, we'll start off with the one
I
you
don't
have
need it.
carried over. Yeah, we'll start out. So you have 2, Aaron has 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brandon
Put drive shaft.
and Aaron.
The Wild Cherries.
That is incorrect. We're looking for Steel Dragon.
All
All
right.
right, John, go to the. Yeah, you're in there.
I'm in there. I got this one. Your next question. According to the fake trailer at the beginning of Tropic Thunder, what prestigious award did Satan's Alley win at the Beijing Film Festival?
Brandon's like, that's not where I thought you were going with that.
Yeah.
I think I know which one you were thinking of.
And we'll go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Aaron
The Golden Dragon.
and Brandon.
Crying monkey.
And your winner 3 questions into sudden death. Brandon, no nickname, Cohen. In the bushes.
From the bushes.
From the bushes. Fantastic. All right, so we're gonna just talk to one of you one at a time. I'll have Henry bring you guys on one at a time. We'll do some little bit of cleanup here.
Right now.
Yeah.
Brandon, wow. Last minute replacement. Not only did you have a fantastic game, but you had an awesome overall experience. What are your thoughts?
That was stress. That was fun though. Kicking myself for round 1. There was a couple questions, premium rush I should have known, and I had 4 for Kevin Smith, but it made for a much better ending to it, I'd say. So I'm happy with it.
So yeah, it's one of those things that you kind of came in at the last minute, so you didn't have much time to like prep or really like be in the general mindset. But obviously, you proved that you belong. I'm excited to see you play. You were able to get 2 points for a first place finish and 1 point for a TKO, so you're at the 3 points, which is about that average range for the top tier of players right now. So you're off to a good start. I'm excited to see you play in the next set of matches, and yeah, congratulations.
Thank you,
Aaron. I'm just gonna open the floor. How do you feel?
After knowing all 3 of Kevin's questions in round 3, I really wish I'd gone Star Wars. Truthfully. Hey, it's all for fun at the end of the day. Great game, Brandon. I don't like, after honestly doing decently solid in round 1, that I got 3 questions I just had no fucking clue about. But at the end of the day, I don't feel bad about this loss. Like, I had a solid round 1. I sweeped round 3. I can't feel too bad.
There you go. Yeah,
and you do get points in the standings, so it's not like a total loss. You do get points.
So you get a 2 point finish, and I can't remember. Did you get a TKO?
So he gets the 1 point. He gets 1 point for
Kevin got that 5.
Yeah, 1 point for a second place finish.
Yeah. But it's still better than nothing. Maybe we'll do 1.5 for overtime. No, I'm just kidding. I just try to make that feel better. But yeah, you showed up. You're definitely going to be one of the top, quote unquote, middle tier players of the second place finishes. You had a fantastic score, and it's one of those, you took a risk with the Puppets movies. Obviously it didn't pay off, but hey, I respect the shot. And in the future, now I know that you'll be one of the guys that says, fuck it, let's go mystery category for 3 points, because it is what it is, and it might pay off, it might not. We'll see. But congratulations, and I can't wait to...
If anything, I realized just how many movies have fucking puppets in it, because not in a million years would I have thought Caddyshack 2 would show up. But yeah.
Absolutely, it could be anything, especially when you got John, myself, and Will writing questions. We're some wild animals, but congratulations on a great performance, and can't wait to see you in the next set of matches.
Thank you,
Kevin. My first question.
Yes, sir.
Finn.
Ah, man, I'm just shooting myself for round 3 completely, so I don't really want to talk.
So if we go back and watch the tape, clearly you just rushed it because you were amped. That you're like, all right, well, I know I'm gonna prove I know some stuff. I didn't have the best.
I was mad because I knew the Favreau question.
Yeah, it's one of those things. After you hear it, you're like, yeah, just haven't thought about that in a long time. It's one of those things that with the data stuff, it's either going to be in your mind at all time, or it's not going to be there when you need it. And unfortunately, that's exactly what happened.
It's a simple one that I should have known and gotten. And after I had gotten a couple steals, I was like, okay, I can get back in this. I can maybe like finagle my way back into this somehow. And I dug myself a hole right immediately. And then I cannot believe I started to write it down, and then I was like, nah, I know this. Like, I know this like the back of my hand. And then I fucking said the wrong number, like a dumbass. So it's cool getting back into trivia, but I have to remember how to be a player, and not just not be being on the other side of the desk for so long now. It's turned me into a host more. So. I'm excited that I was able to play, and I'm looking forward to being able to come back and play. But that sucked.
Absolutely, like we tell every player, regardless of how you finish, because we a small cap of 36 players in this league. The turnaround is going to be real quick, so we're gonna get you back in no time, and then pretty soon we're gonna start up a teams tournament. So I'm not sure if you're signed up for that, but we'll definitely be seeing you in there will be trivia singles and teams in the future, and I'm definitely excited to see you redeem yourself, because I know you're gonna have that hunger and you're gonna have that drive to do so. So it's a pleasure seeing you tonight, and I can't wait to see you next time, buddy.
Yep, thank you, John.
Thank you.
All right, John. This is kind of just the trend we've been on right now. Just a lot of interesting matches, whether it's some weird shit that happens throughout the entire match, a match where no one answers their own questions, just their opponent's questions, a match where it just goes nonstop, or a match where everyone just feels the wrath of will. But this was overall a very fun, entertaining match. I'm excited that we got to see Brandon show out after being a last-minute replacement. I'm glad to see that Aaron proved that he's not just a movie Battleground host, and I'm glad that regardless of how Kevin performed in rounds 1 and 2, he was able to, show that, the resiliency in this 5-point answer and, get that and prove that, hey, he's going to play and have a good time. What are your final thoughts on this match?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've assembled quite a good amount of talent here in this league, and everybody's just getting warmed up. I think once people get used to the format and they start studying their strengths more, we're going to see a lot of more matches that are probably going to go to sudden death, I would imagine. Yeah, it's definitely one of those where I'm just excited to see where this leads us, and we're almost at the end of the first set of matches, a little behind the scenes. We only have one more match that we need to record, and then we're going to start pairing up some winners and second place finishers and third place finishers, and see what this league's gonna have, and also start up a teams tournament. So I'm definitely excited for that. So with that said, if you made it this far in the video, you probably enjoyed it, so you might as well drop a like on it. Make sure you hit the notification bells if you're subscribed to the channel, because myself and John, we have a horror podcast. There will be horror every Monday. We never have a set time, so we don't know exactly when we're gonna go live, but we will be going live. So make sure you have the notifications on so you can join us in the beginning and not in the middle and Rain like, oh shit, I'm in there during the spoiler section. And then also on Wednesdays, myself and Austin Pesau, we have Let's Rank stuff today. Right behind the scenes, we're doing Text Chainsaw, Massacre franchise, and other stuff. And then we have the opens and all that stuff that just randomly pops up. So make sure you have the notifications on, because we don't have a set time schedule except for the releases of the singles league. So with that said, my name is Henry Confidential. That was John Marr. Shout out to Will Cohen for being co-writer on this. Eventually, we're gonna get him in the host chair, because he's gonna put his kid to bed an hour earlier, because it's like we like to schedule the matches at 8 and he can only go at 9, which ironically we went at 9 today, but he's on vacation. So John, shout out to you, shout out to Will, and and join the Facebook page.
Exactly. So then when we have signups on stuff, you'll be there. My name's Henry Confidential. That's John Marr. Make sure you tune in to the next episode, because there will be